Is that the grim message of the future? Just be a plumber. They can't take that from you. We'll see about that.
Wow.
Hello and welcome to the Abroad Japan podcast. Probably the best way of learning about life in Japan without actually being in Japan. I'm your host, Chris Broad, but joined as always by England's top Japan enthusiast, Mr. Pete Donaldson III. Pete, how the devil are you doing? What's going on?
Well, Chris, I've had a difficult week, it has to be said. I am, after 16 years in the saddle, no longer
Tiring.
the UK voice of Discovery Channel D-Max. They have finally rebranded something that I thought was going to happen every year of my 16 years working as the voice of D-Max. I thought I'd have a couple of good years and I'd be out.
Paid well.
There was a massive reduction about 5 years ago. That's why I'm not that bothered about losing it. So it was just one of those things in the week you're like, oh, I've got to do this now. I've got to talk about plumbing. A cabin that's getting rebuilt, or bitch and ride. Some blokes fixing up a Buick. I'm no longer the voice of Doom, and it's a job I've had for 16 years. How many jobs have you done for 16 years? It's just not. It's the longest bit of employment I've had by any one organisation. That said, it was very arm's length, and when the lady who looks after me, who I've been speaking to over email for 5 years, rang me up, I said, I thought you were Australian. So it's very arm's length. I didn't really go in or talk to anybody. They just sent me some bits I had to write up, wrote them up, sent them a load of links over. But yeah, 16 years, no longer the voice of. That's my last big sort of proper voiceover job.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, Warner Brothers Discovery made a net loss of $11 billion last year. So
Probably why they're seeking
they
to
got
get
rid
rid
of
of
Donaldson. They should have
Daddy
done that.
Warbucks Donaldson. That'll turn around the ship. No doubt.
Oh,
But yeah, so that's my last kind of telly. Yeah.
What are you going to do now?
Well, just announce on the Abroad Japan podcast that I'm open for work. Just my last voiceover job really.
You want to hire Pete Donaldson? He does weddings, birthdays, and
bar mitzvahs, voice of God stuff.
And he's jolly good fun at a funeral. He's the best in the business. He's the best there is. You can do the talk at my
maybe I'll be
funeral.
replaced. Okay, yeah. Don't worry about that. I'll be planting seeds. Don't you worry. Getting too close to your loved ones. Telling everybody what you were like.
Jesus Christ. Horrible thought. Horrible man. Don't get into your funeral.
Got your wedding first, mate. Don't worry what we're going to do at your funeral. Got your wedding next, buddy. Don't you worry about that.
I can see you turning up to somebody's funeral with a fucking can of Monster and just downing it.
Yeah.
At the front of the room before doing
pouring it in into the
you got
hole.
it now. Fuck's sake.
I'm the kind of guy who drinks Monster at a funeral. Oh, dear.
Oh, man.
So, yes. Yeah.
Jolly good.
Jolly good.
Well,
things move on. People change. Discovery Channel changes. After 16 years.
yeah, I think they're going to get bought soon, actually, by Skydar.
Yeah.
Anyway, media stuff. We're not talking about that.
Media stuff. We're not talking about media stuff.
Another year, another week in Japan, and I've not been eaten by a bear yet, so that's good. Touch wood. Let's keep that up.
Touch wood. Yeah. I don't think that's even wood, is it?
What? This is wood.
Is it
ramen
wood?
shop's
Is it
wood, I'll
wood?
have you know.
The ramen shop's wood. Proper ramen shop wood, this, for crying out loud. I mean, a lot of it...
This whole set is wood, right? Everything. All
Yeah.
it looks like metal, looks like cement. It's all fucking wood.
Natsuki
All
can't
wood.
be in there with his tabs. He can't be in there with his fags. He can't be smoking around all of this wood. It'll be up like a tinderbox, for crying out loud.
One Marlboro cigarette and the dream goes up in flames.
The dream's over, yeah.
Not ideal.
Though I think if your set burned down, it would still look cool. It would look like, something had happened. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the whole set, if you look around at it, it's all very well weathered, right? The team that built it weathered the hell out of it to give it a sort of lived-in look. And then after that, there was a fucking magnitude 7.2 earthquake that destroyed it anyway and weathered it even more and smashed most of my
there you go.
crockery.
Dear.
So a fire, Natsuki, setting it on fire might add some more character. It could, it looks like a ramen shop that's been flame grilled. Could be fun. Although I don't want to test out that theory.
No,
but
please don't.
we have a story from Catherine from the Philippines who says, Dear Chris and Pete, my husband and I just came back from our trip to Japan. Being a long-time fan of your work, my husband was, of course, the most excited about finally getting his hands on the fabled FamilyMart fried chicken. I love that. more than Gion in Kyoto, more than the Tokyo Skytree, more than Dotonbori in Osaka. It's a bit of chicken in batter.
First thing that you do. Get involved in that. Very good.
So the minute we arrived at our accommodation, we made a mad dash to the nearest FamilyMart to sample the so-called food of the gods. Unfortunately, the instant he bit into it, its greasy goodness exploded in a sea of oil and dripped right onto his favourite trousers. The worst part was that it made a very noticeable mark in the crotch area. Oh God, we wouldn't be back in our hotel until later on in the day, so we had to endure the atrocious mark on his trousers for the rest of the day, all the while whining that you never mentioned how oily Family Chicky can be when handled without due care. It's funny you should bring this up. I had FamilyMart fried chicken for the first time last week in a while, maybe a month, and I bit into it, and my hands got drenched in oil, and I remembered why I have karaage-kun from Lawson's these days, which is less oily and it's in a nice battery form factor. Anyway,
how does the oil stay in the ball of chicken though? That's right, because you're right. When you bite into it, it does go. Poof. I don't know how they manage to contain. Yeah,
a less oily recipe. The chicken is not as good in karaage-kun.
Right. Okay.
FamilyMart chicken, it's so juicy because of the oil, but it is very messy, and you've got to be careful. Yeah. Now, with a stain-free... I'm getting ahead of myself here. When we got back to our hotel that night, I did my best to get the oil stain off, which thankfully disappeared after a bit of elbow grease. Now, with a stain-free pair of pants, my husband stepped out into the world the next day, once again with another craving for more FamilyMart chicken. Being smarter, this time around, he made sure to have his hands ready for any similar oil-related disasters. And while he did manage to catch some of the oil that seeped out when he was eating, the oil somehow transferred onto his trousers yet again, and this time I wasn't able to get the stain off. Not back at the hotel, no matter how hard I tried. His favourite trousers ruined, but his taste buds forever changed. He kept complaining that I should have warned him. I should have warned my viewers, about the dangers of Family Chicky, irreversible oil stains and all. It sounds like the Deepwater Horizon spill. That's just a bit of chicken. Have either of you ever had any food-related accidents? Do you have any tips on how to remove the stubborn stains for stubborn people? Love the podcast, guys. Thank you, and all the best. Catherine from the Philippines. Have you ever done it, Pete? Have you ever had an oily exchange of FamilyMart chicken on your trousers?
No. What I usually do is I split my trousers quite a lot because of my muscular legs. I've never had such a horrific position where the oil has gone on the crotch of because it just looks like wee. There's no two ways about it. It's just, and they were his favourite trousers. But I'm very much a trouser splitter. The amount of times I remember being in Hong Kong. A great place to get any tailoring done. Hong Kong, obviously. But I went to Kowloon to get my trousers fixed because I don't know how I'd done it, but my trousers just exploded on a night out. I seem to recall when we went to see those monks in Sakata, my trousers exploded there, and everyone could see basically I was just showing the lady who was showing round the museum and the preserved monks, showing them my pants. Basically, it was not ideal because I'd been on I think I'd been on your friend's hoverboard, and
I remember.
I split my pants on a hoverboard and then went to see some monks with my giblets out. Disgusting, absolutely disgusting. So that's more my pace, to be honest.
I mean, FamilyMart chicken comes in a wrapper though, and you sort of tear the top half off. So just use that and be careful.
What it's for?
But it is very oily.
Let it cool down. Let it cool down as well. That will help with the viscosity of the oil as well. If you just let it cool down a bit. Crying out loud.
I genuinely worry though about how much of that I've had over the years and how much it's clogged up my arteries. And I think now I'm 35. I need to stop. Just stop eating oily crap.
Just stop.
What did I have for lunch? Oh, I had corned beef cheese sandwich. Is that and fried and chips? Is that
right?
Is that
okay.
Good, Pete. Is that good?
I mean the corned beef. No, there's not a lot there to grab hold of, is there? Really? Yeah. I ate an entire head of lettuce in the week. With some mayonnaise, with some garlic mayonnaise. I was just I was going, and then just dumping loads of garlic mayonnaise on top, going, It was really, if anyone saw me doing that, I would be mortified. But instead,
British
you can
men are
think
shit,
about it as I
aren't they?
describe it.
British men are fucking a bunch of weirdos. My
Absolutely
God.
terrible.
All right, lettuce and some mayonnaise. I ate a mountain of chicken.
Actually, doctor, I did eat some lettuce. Thank you very much.
The only thing worse than two British men is AI art coming for us
Yes.
all. What's going on? This is an interesting story. What's going on this week in Japan, Mr. Dawson? It's a bit of a real curveball. We've switched topics here, but this is the news. This is what you want. This is what you want to hear.
If you see a picture of me in my kitchen eating a head of lettuce with garlic mayonnaise, biting and covering, that is AI. That's actually a video of AI. Obviously, I don't know what it's like in your kind of little world, Chris. I suppose it's pretty toxic, but it's definitely toxic in my world and the UK. If you use AI, people just go, you are gross. But a recent study by Trust Tracker surveyed over 990 people in the UK and 2,117 in Japan. Obviously, more time in their hands in Japan, maybe, to explore how comfortable the public is with politicians using AI tools. UK and Japan offer a valuable comparison. Both are advanced democracies and global tech leaders with ageing populations, but they differ in cultural attitudes towards automation and in their policy approaches to AI. The survey was very interesting because a lot of people were open to politicians using AI as a tool to assist. There was a broad rejection of the idea of AI replacing human decision-making. In the UK sample, almost 4 in 5 said they were against the notion of AI or robots taking decisions on behalf of parliamentarians. In Japan, a little bit more open. They were they were relaxed with assistance, but delegating like decisions to robots and AI, not having any of it. So it seems to be pretty similar, but the Japanese are a bit more open to them using it for simple decision making or simple data collection, I think. It also picked up on demographic and attitudinal patterns. Younger men were consistently more supportive of AI's role in politics. By contrast, older people and women were more sceptical. Trusting government and a positive outlook on AI correlated with greater acceptance. And those on the right in the UK politically were more open to AI in Parliament, while in Japan it was the left who expressed greater openness, which is very interesting. And the takeaway from both kind of sides is that the politicians, the public want politicians to leverage new tools and technology, but they want human judgment and human hearts at the heart of democracy. As the report put it, AI can advise, but it cannot rule. So it's interesting, really. Would you be okay if you were supporting a politician? Instead of using campaign funds to pay for advertising, artwork, data, managing data as to which people will be more affected by, using your party funds more in a more acceptable way, would that be okay, or do you still see it as you're taking money out of artists and designers' pockets?
Depends, really. I mean, we have to remember that something like ChatGPT, OpenAI has access to all your conversations. So if you're a political leader and you're like, what should I do? I think I'm going to do this. And you type it all in.
Yes.
It could be accessed by them. And that's a serious security breach, potentially. So that, first off, got to be careful what AI you're using. I don't know if you saw Felix of PewDiePie fame. He recently did a video. He's sort of gone all in on privacy. And he's created like a supercomputer in his house where he made a video where he has like his own AI server, basically. So he can communicate without having to run it through anyone, which is quite impressive and quite cool. And I think if we're going to use
the data set for that, how do you get, like, if you're a politician, it probably would make sense to have your own internal kind of closed off network.
Yeah, you can download, right? You can get something like ChatGPT or whatever, or Llama, Facebook's equivalent. It's open source, and host it on your own server and your own system, closed off.
Big is that though? Because I mean, there's just so much data involved. Like, how big is that kind of data set? I remember, like,
a lot.
You could download. I remember you could download a Wikipedia on your mobile phone back in the day, and it was 4 gigabytes. It was like a cut down version of it, no pictures or a video or anything. But cut down a Wikipedia, and I remember sort of putting it on my iPhone back in the day. It was really clunky and, it crashed all the time. But it was just really exciting to sort of go, I have the entire history of human knowledge in my phone. And it's only 4 gigabytes. So I imagine maybe the models aren't as big as you think. But and at the end of the day, I guess it's processing the data that takes all of the, work.
I think Llama 3 can be up to like 200 gigabytes, for example, which isn't that bad in the grand scheme of things.
It's not bad, is it? No.
It's just text, isn't it? It's language.
It's a data filming for you, isn't
it? Well, yeah. But you need like quite a lot of, graphics cards to operate and run it and process it. So I think if politicians are going to use it in that way, then it needs to be a closed-off system. But it depends how they're using it, really. If it's just to sift through data, sure, go for it, use it, get the answers you need quicker. Almost like using Google, isn't it? But it depends what other ways we're using it. I remember Donald Trump did a thing the other day, didn't he? When there was protests across America, he's been using a lot of AI art and been retweeting it or whatever.
Proper granddad.
One of them was
stuff,
him in a jet fighter showering protesters in sewage. And it was like, oh, wow, it's the most powerful man in the world. He's the leader of the free world, just posting that video. It was quite interesting.
I mean, like the government shut down. He's posting AI videos of him shitting on people, and he's doing Great Gatsby parties at Mar-a-Lago. I mean, the Democrats are in a right state if they can't turn that into fucking something. Yeah. Good God.
But that's the one thing that scares me. On the grand scheme of things, later on down the line, using AI and we already see it. People manipulating things to make them appear worse than they are, or to nudge people in certain directions. So, that was what my bloody video was about to some extent, in some respects, recently, you're right. But, it is a scary age we live in. We've got to be careful. We've got to scrutinise the use of AI, whether it's, stopping, it's taking jobs away from artists because we fed every book, every film, every picture into something, and we're using that to now create art and take jobs away for real artists. There's something about that I find quite sinister and depressing, What's the end game of that,
I've been on the internet for a very long time and nothing really shocks me. Like, I've seen the lot, you know what I mean? But I was on Facebook this week and just on my phone. And I got served up 2 ads that were images of basically AI images of it'd be hard to cover this, but it's a serious thing. No, child sexual abuse. It was an AI kind of bot, like sex bot thing, but it was a child in a school uniform, and I was like, fuck, like that's that, like, and it was blurred out, but you could see what was going on, and it's like, are you fucking kidding me? Facebook is such a fucking sewer that they're allowing these adverts to be served, and I complained. Jesus. They got back to me and they said they got back to me and said it's fine. We've had I think they had their AI look at their AI advert, and they said it was fine. It was not fucking fine. So I complained again. It takes a lot to shock me nowadays, but because I've been on the internet for a long time, but I've never run into that kind of human version of that content. But to see an AI thing of a child in a school uniform, I was like, fuck off, that's not going on my fucking phone.
Facebook is the worst for it that I've seen. Actually, on my Facebook page, you get stuff about Japan all the time, these fake Japan pages, and there often is like provocative stuff in them like that.
It's disgraceful.
And it's all AI generated, and half of the comments and likes are all bots, and it's all very weird. I mean, Facebook is really gone to the dogs in general.
But it's just they just went, right, how can we make a bit more money? Politically, I think we can get away with putting just slop on the internet, and that seems to be the way everything's sort of heading. So why can't we make the money that Twitter and Grok and stuff are making? Why can't we make that money as well? So fuck. But
it all comes down to us. It all comes down to us at the end of the day. Do you boycott a product because it used AI art instead of humans? It all comes down to you and the choices you make as a human being. What you click on, what you buy, what you do. If the people selling you something are using AI art or to sell it to you, maybe don't buy it. Maybe be more wary.
No, completely agree.
But I have a clear line in the sand when it comes to AI art. I'm not entirely against using ChatGPT for things, whether it's sorting through data or proofreading or things like that. I think it can be a good tool. But AI art is where I draw the line firmly because it's taking away jobs from real artists. And when all the artists are out of a job, what the fuck then? What happens to society then?
Yeah. I was playing around with Epidemic Sound's back-end kind of AI kind of. You basically just speak what you wanted to say, and it uses the same intonation, the same pace, the same where you just delivered something and they get an AI sort of thing, and it is imperceptible, the differences between an AI voice now and a real voice, and so just watch out, guys.
It's creepy, man.
Yeah, and if that AI voice takes my D-Max job, I'll be very upset.
That's why they've probably thrown you out of your Discovery job.
Well,
I mean, that's another point. Yeah. I mean, voice artists are actually in deep trouble for the same reason. You can now use an AI voice artist for these things. Right? There's there's like music apps, all music software now where you buy music from, music catalogs. They're all pushing that as well, and I'm
AI stuff, right?
Sort of against that too, because it's taking voice actors' jobs away. So I don't know. But I remember when I listened to the Stephen Bartlett podcast a while back. I don't listen to it often. Sometimes there's someone that comes on who's really interesting. Jeffrey Hinton came on. He's one of the founders of AI. He worked at Google, pioneered it, large language model systems, and all he did for 2 hours was go, "Tell your relatives to become a plumber. Tell your children to be a plumber. They won't take that job." And it's just that for 2 hours. It's just like, oh, right, fucking hell, yeah. Is that it? Is that the grim message of the future? Just be a plumber. They can't take that from you.
I don't have the knees. Your knees go, if you're a plumber or a sparky, your knees go at about 40. And I've done nothing manual, and my knees are absolutely buggered.
Plumbers will be the first ones to go.
Yeah, exactly.
Get the robots out. We'll be back in a moment, guys. Your stories, comments, and questions over in the fax machine.
Wow.
And we're back with the fax machine. What have we got this week, Mr. Dawson? Fill us in.
Jason says, hello, Chris and Pete. I'll be travelling to Japan later this month, and I will be staying in Ryokans in Takayama and near the Shin Hotaka ropeway. Thank you to Chris for his videos travelling through Kanazawa, Shirakawa. I can't do any Japanese words today.
Oh, dear.
And Takayama for the idea. One of the ryokans appeared to be run by an older couple. Gift giving seems to be a big part of Japanese culture. Would bringing a gift from my hometown in the US be well received by the host or perceived as odd? If bringing a gift is a good idea, would you recommend bringing a food item or small souvenir of sorts, such as a postcard? Thanks for putting out the content you do. I genuinely enjoy watching. Best, Jason. It's a lovely thought, Jason. Get involved, mate. Bring something from your hometown, unless it's a incendiary device or I don't know what people do in your town.
I think bring a gift from your hometown. Yeah. Do it.
Lovely.
When I came to Japan, I spent a lot of money on some Whittard's tea, Whittard's of Chelsea, the tea company. Yeah. And I got like 20 different boxes of tea, and I was going to share that with the staff. And then after a week, I got quite homesick, and I was like, fuck it, I'll drink the tea. Don't do that. You don't get homesick and eat your own hometown's product.
No.
Share the spoils.
With our biscuit-flavoured tea.
Indeed. But do buy something. Those sort of things go a long way. Omiyage is a tradition. It goes a long way, and it's a good start for your relationship. A good start that I myself missed out on because I ate the very product I was supposed to gift. Chris and Pete, I'm fortunate enough to visit Japan once a year for work. Each time I make it a point to spend a few days on a smaller Japanese island, which has quickly become my favourite part of each trip. That's really cool. So far, I've been to Okinawa, Iki Island, Amami Oshima, and Hachijima. I was wondering if you have any recommendations for islands that offer a mix of natural beauty and local culture, places that tourists wouldn't normally think to visit. Thanks, guys. Sam from Birmingham. I get really excited about Japanese islands. Unfortunately, they're dying out. Get there while you can, while there's still lots of cool stuff happening. Oshima Island, I went to with Connor. Really cool video called I Survived 48 Hours on Tokyo's Hidden Desert Island. Bit of a weird title. Really good video, though. And I've just got back from an island with Connor again called Shodoshima, which is the second biggest island in the inland sea. And it was absolutely incredible. It blew us both away. And there's convenience stores on it because there wasn't an Oshima. And we need convenience stores to be happy. Connor can't be happy without his morning coffee. So Shodoshima, Oshima. If you want to go really remote and crazy, there's an island off the coast of Sakata in Yamagata called Tobishima. I did a video there with Natsuki years ago, and he dressed up like a pirate. This is the height of COVID as well. We got to this island, and the locals were like fucking terrified of anyone coming from the mainland because they didn't want to catch this mysterious virus. And Natsuki turned up dressed like a pirate, and that didn't really help the situation. And we went around looking for the fabled treasure of the Wako pirates. Because there were some pirates in the Sea of Japan that called like Wako pirates. And Natsuki theorised we could find some treasure. We didn't find any treasure, but we had good fun. That's a cracking video.
Natsuki's trousers off or something? Didn't his pants come off? I seem to recall.
His pirate pants. Yeah,
his pirate pants fell down. Yeah.
That was a different video with the same outfit. Yeah.
There we go. My co-host on the Luke and Pete show, called Luke, he was telling us that apparently, like when we do impressions of pirates, we all talk like this because I'm a pirate. Apparently, that was just due to there was a sort of Cornish actor who starred in a pirate film in the 1950s, and he just happened to have a Cornish accent. so that whole kind of, hello there, I'm a pirate. Pirates would have different accents depending on where they were from, but like we just always have this idea that pirates are talking like this. This long forgotten film has just dictated how we think about how pirates talk. Yar.
That's cool though. I've been to Cornwall and Devon. They all look like pirates. They all sound like pirates down there. I guess there was a lot of piracy stuff going on down that neck of the woods though. Lots of smuggling and things, but yeah, it's cool, isn't it, how that sort of thing happens.
Yeah, definitely.
But go to Tokushima and be a pirate and find the treasures that we failed to find. And finally, dear Chris and Pete, my wife and I decided to finally visit Japan last year for the first time. It was everything we imagined it would be. We're from the US, we love Japanese food. However, sometimes you just want a familiar breakfast, a plate of bacon and eggs, sausage and hash browns, French toast. Now I'm getting hungry, you've got to stop. We did find a few niche places serving Western-style breakfast, but they seem to open at odd times. So where the hell do you get breakfast when travelling? Thanks for all you do, Danny and Alison. I mean, a lot of hotel chains do offer a Western breakfast.
Yes.
You got your McDonald's, you got your Bill's, there's bakery chains, Vie de France. Bill's is good.
In Japan? Yeah.
Vie de France, the bakery chain, which you can find at most train stations. They have pastries and sandwiches, and they're pretty good.
There's Brasserie Viron in Shibuya. Me and Sarah went, and we had a lovely, and they do cook breakfast and stuff for the international traveller, and some great French croissants as well.
Yeah, no, you can trust me. You can find them in Tokyo. Yeah. Outside of Tokyo, a little bit trickier. Not going to lie, but most Japanese hotels do Western style breakfast. So, maybe bear that in mind when you're booking the hotel. Check what the breakfast is. But I know the feeling well. I just
love buffets, man. I love buffets. I always stay in Shibuya in a shitty Airbnb, but maybe this time I need to book myself into a hotel that has a buffet because I fucking love buffets. They are the best.
Big spendy Donaldson. He's going to spend big on his next trip.
Splash out on a buffet.
Flashy wallet Donaldson with his big buffet.
Exactly.
Do it. Go big. Yeah. Get your buffet. Have a great time. I'm fucking hungry now. This is getting silly. I need to go and eat food. I've not had lunch. I've had dinner.
Go and eat your food.
I want to talk of sausages and hash browns.
Your batter levels are so low right now after your week in your 3 days in Osaka.
It doesn't help the entire time I'm sitting here. I've got this like fake pile of food in front of me.
Yakitori.
I'm so hungry. I'm actually thinking about eating some of it. I better wrap things.
I've got two Halloween candies. Do you want them?
Disgusting.
Delicious.
Where have those been? Keep the stories, questions, comments coming into the Daddy's podcast at gmail.com. We'll be back later in the week, guys, to do all over again. But for now, have yourself a great few days, and we'll see you right back here to eat it all over again on the Abroad Japan podcast. Cheap fucking fake food yakitori. See you later, guys. Have a good one.